you have people stopping at your farm stand and they're buying once and you never see them again, I want to talk about that today. So here's the truth. A one-time customer barely covers the cost of what it took for you to get them there in the first place. The people who actually make a farm stand profitable, they're the ones who come back. And they come back week after week, season after season. And today I'm going to share with you exactly what we do to turn that first-time buyer into someone who shows up every single week without us even asking. So let's start here. A lot of new farm stand owners who are in our Facebook group, they get excited about that first sale. And you should get excited about that first sale too. It's a big deal. For us, we set up our stand for 30 days straight, promoted on social media before we even had our first sale. That's crazy. A lot of people would say that's even stupid. But if that first person never comes back, you're right back to square one every single week. And you're trying to find a brand new customer all over again. And it's simply just plain exhausting. It's not sustainable. And it's not typically how a farm stand actually grows, or any business for that matter. So repeat customers are the real business. And I'll say it again, repeat customers are what keep you in business. Everything else is really just that front door. So how do you actually get somebody to come back? It really comes down to a relationship. And I believe that to my core. And it's not complicated. It doesn't cost much. I really feel that it comes down to just building that relationship where you greet people warmly. You learn about them. You learn their names. You ask about their kids, their grandkids, their garden, whatever they mentioned to you the last time. And a small extra step every once in a while, an extra set of herbs, a handwritten note, a free tomato, and none of it costs you real money, but it's the difference between I bought something. I bought soap from a stand versus I bought soap from Scott and Lydia. They even helped me select a scent that I would like. Customers don't just remember what they bought, but they remember how they felt actually buying it. And that's what brings people back every single week. So I really believe, give them a reason to come back. Give them a reason to come back on purpose. Relationship actually gets people in the door, but you can also build systems that give people an actual reason to return. So here are some things that we have done that we have found to be successful. We run periodic sales where if the customer spends a certain number of dollars, like $50, we'll give them a free item. Maybe it's a free bar of soap, a free tallow butter, a linen spray, a bundle of lavender, something like that. We also love offering a free item when someone leaves a Google review for our farm because it helps us increase the reach and it encourages others to shop and really to find us online. Samples work really well too. Letting somebody try something new with no pressure to buy almost always pays for itself, whether it's like tea or bread or cookies. And if you want to go a step further, you can offer something like a mini CSA, all right, where somebody pays you perhaps like $100 up front and they get like $120 in credit to use at your stand over the season. That gives you cash flow early. And it gives the customer a reason to keep showing up until that credit is used up. So pick one of those. Don't just do all three things. Because when you try to do everything, you really do nothing successfully. So try to do one of those things, try it for a season, and see how that works. And if you want to see all of our favorite farm stand business items, take a look in the description below. I think you might find it helpful. Last thing, and this one matters more than people truly think. Social media. Social media is great. We're on our phones like constantly, but you don't actually own your followers. The algorithm decides who sees your posts. Typically only 3 to 6% of your followers actually see anything that you post. An email list, something you own outright, offers a much better value. Even if you offer just a simple sign-up sheet where you ask for the person's name, their email address, maybe what town they're from, it lets you send a quick weekly or monthly update. You share about what's in stock, what's new, maybe a short story from your farm. We like to use Kit for that, and we just use the free option, but there are plenty of options out there. One of the other options I like is the platform system.io. I'll leave a link for it in the description below. That's how you stay in front of customers between visits, instead of hoping that they remember to come back on their own. Because people aren't going to remember. They're going to forget about you until they see you come up again in their feed or in their email inbox. Everything we just talked about only matters once somebody actually finds your stand in the first place. So, in the next video, I'm going to show you how we advertise locally without spending money on ads. I think some of it's actually going to surprise you because the stuff that's worked best for us isn't the stuff that most people think to try first. If you want to know a little bit more about what we have done and how we set up our farm stand, take a look at the book, How to Start a Farm Stand. You can find that in the description below as well. I'll catch you on the next one.